Okay, are any of your friends interested in watching?
Yeah, they're coming.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna send the YouTube link to them. Yeah, we are streaming live on YouTube. Great. Okay, are any of your friends interested in watching? Okay, there is a delay, but yes, they can watch it. So here's the link that you can share with all your friends. This is a YouTube link, guys.
Coming.
Yeah.
Hi everybody, it'll be great if you guys can all come on cameras, otherwise you won't be in stream. You can watch yourself with a few seconds delay on YouTube. I'm just waiting for everybody to join, probably 2 more minutes. Okay, I'm not supposed to play this on YouTube because then YouTube would put a copyright claim on that thing because you played a music. Hard life. So are you guys excited?
Yeah.
Great. For all of those who joined late, guys, can you see everybody is put their bracket in brackets? They put the track there in. Can you please do that as well? Everyone else. Rename your name, and then after your name, please add in the brackets whatever track you're part of. So for the presentation, I would love if you guys can actually keep your PPT ready, okay? And you'll get exactly 180 seconds, that is 3 minutes to present. So make sure you're on time. And I'm gonna actually give you guys like a personal message. So I'm gonna put like a message in a DM when you have like 30 seconds remaining. So make sure that you stop on time and don't get extended. And after every presentation, if anybody's got any questions, you guys can feel free to ask like, hey, how did you do that? That's so cool. Anything, any tips you're looking for from the person who presented, right? And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I suppose we're ready to go. Let me put this on record. Hi guys, so it's great to see you guys all after so long. Again, finishing the track. I remember the orientation we did about 3 months ago in February. And actually, I think the orientation was on Jan 31st, wasn't it? Jan 29th, I guess. So we're exactly like 4 months apart. And none of us expected for the things to happen, what happened between the time that we did the orientation to now. Right, so the world is like an entirely different place, so you never know how it's going to turn out, right? I would say like they always say, right, like you can't change what's not in your control, but you can focus on what's in your control. And the amazing thing that you guys have kind of pulled off right now is that you guys invested like a lot of good time on your own skill sets, expand the scope of what you think about, the new things. So basically, skill might be just part of it, right? But small part of it. But I'm sure that you guys learned more than what you set out to learn um, during the course of the like program, right? Because skills was just like anyways you're gonna learn. But more importantly, I think more people have surprised themselves about what is possible in 3 months, and how you can actually jump, leap forward, like accelerate your own life in terms of personal branding, what you turn out to become, and all the other awesome things, right? So I'm hoping to see those stories today. For everybody who's watching on the live stream, hi. You guys can just pop into the comments and put comments about anything that you'd like to ask the people on the live call, right? And yeah, everybody, hi guys. Say hi to each other. Uh,
Hello.
Hi.
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 Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
it's awesome to see so many happy faces on the call. Really amazing. So let's get started. So the way we are going to do this is we're going to rotate the presentations. We're not going to waste any time. Okay, I'm going to have like a timer with me, and we're going to go uh, through the presentations. Anyways, your certificates are hot off the press, so they're already distributed. So we're going to give you a digital copy today, but you can collect the physical one later at some point when we can actually get out of our houses legit. So I'm really excited to see what you guys have done. Just give me a second to sort through the list of people who are going to present. Like, let's see. Are all of them here? It should tally, right? 13, 13, 96. Okay, I don't think all of the people are here, but for all of those who are here, we can get started. So let's do some rotation. Let's start with PPA guys. Okay. Who wants to go first? Like, this is who wants to open the presentations?
I would like to do.
Awesome, Dhanush. Great. You guys, you can share your screen. So just for a guideline, please keep your presentation ready and then share the screen, right? And if you're going to do the demo, make sure you have already opened the demo. If you're a PPA person, you've opened the demo in your terminal, and if you're full stack, you've opened the browser and you've kept it ready. And machine learning people, you have your notebook open in case you want to jump into the notebook. Otherwise, if you're just doing PPT, you just should be fine with that, right?
VD,
Yes.
I've just put the screenshots of the
Yeah,
like the. That's fine.
cool. Yeah, that's cool as well. No problem. No problem. Yeah, Dhanush, you want to start?
Yeah.
Awesome. You can share your screen. Great. Your time starts now.
Okay. Am I audible?
Yes, perfect.
Hi everyone. I I was able to do this project once after I joined Pro Python Accelerator at Speckbit. So without wasting any more time, let's get into it. My project is called Medistorms. By looking at the logo itself, you would have got an idea what it might be. Have you guys ever visited any government hospital, and do you know how it works? Actually, we think that we go into a government hospital, we take an appointment, we consult a doctor, and we get the prescriptions and the medical certificate easily. But that doctors and for the other procedures, but there will be few people who directly go to the doctor without waiting in the line. They don't follow the rules, but you will be waiting in the line for hours together. But a person will come directly go to the doctor, and few people will make uh, what fake medical certificate like me for attendance if I have an attendance shortage. Uh, so for all these problems, my project is a small scale solution. So features of my projects are that whatever the description are given, it will be stored, and a medical certificate will be generated. I will show you guys a demo. So welcome to Speckbit Healthcare Center. So I'm going to get an appointment from a doctor first. So I have a list of doctors. So I'm just a general checkup for me. I'm going to visit Dr. Dhanush. So my name is Dhanush. My phone number and height and all the required details. I think even Vidyadhar wants to consult a doctor here. So even he takes an appointment.
Thank you, man.
So he wants to visit, he wants to consult Dr. Ashwin, a psychiatrist. So
Hmm.
okay, phone number. Vidyadhar's height might be 5.12.
That's it.
Weight, I think so. So we have taken an appointment. There will be some people like who directly want a medical certificate without any consulting doctors for fake medical certificates. Like that, if someone goes and without taking appointment or consulting a doctor, if they go to like take a medical certificate, like sure, so it will not generate a medical certificate. So I and VD both have taken the appointment. So I would like to consult a doctor now. So description. So doctor tells me what I have: a cold, fever. Uh, okay, cold and fever. So like tablets, he gives me 3 tablets. Medicine name like Crocin. It gives me 5 tablets and paracetamol. Even that is 5. For the cough, he gives me Benadryl 1. So I have consulted doctor. Now
We're out
I
of time.
I've
Please go
got
ahead. Yeah.
medical certificate because I've consulted a doctor. So my medical certificate is generated. Speckbit Healthcare Center, name, doctor name, patient name, phone number, all the details, and uh, all the things. So this is my project.
Good one, man. So you built all of this using object-oriented programming. So you've generated all of these things using object.
Yeah, using object programming.
Awesome.
If you guys any doubts in my project, you can ask.
Like, what did you use for storing the data?
Any questions,
Did you use
guys?
the .json file or just the DB or anything?
I used JSON file.
Acha, okay.
Nice.
Right. Cool.
Thank you, Dhanush.
Yeah, thank you.
So next we'll go to Akshay. You wanna go, Akshay? You're ready?
Yeah, sure.
Awesome. So after Akshay, we are gonna jump to Nidhi and then Tejas. Okay, so you guys can be ready.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
So, can I start?
Yes.
So, I would like to start by asking a simple question. Can you tell whether the customer would recommend clothes based on reviews? Reviews are very helpful and they give a huge feedback. So, reviews are not in e-commerce platforms are not being utilized to their full potential these days. They are just there for the customers to be looked on by other customers so that they can get a vague idea of how the product is. And from the question, you might have seen that it's clothes, but why clothes?
Mm-hmm.
So my inspiration for clothes has been my sister. So my sister buys a lot of clothes, and she does all these things after buying so many clothes, and the piles have been growing in my room from a lot of time. So I have been wondering, like, why women buy so many clothes. So do they buy so many clothes, or is there any pattern? So before starting this project, I was like with a great uh, uh, thing that no way, there's no chance. They just buy it in random, and that's just me every time when I come from the uh, shops, carrying all those clothes on my back. Then uh, journey has been a great from being a non-CS background guy who doesn't know much about coding. Then I heard about Speckbit. Speckbit has been helping me all the way, and apart from the ML course, it has uh, uh, told me how to learn, and how things are made, and how you can be independent to learn things. So it's been a major U-turn in my life. Then coming back to my project, it's women e-commerce clothing reviews. It aims at uh, classifying reviews into uh, recommended or not recommended reviews. So like the products are recommended or not. So the reviews are taken from an e-commerce platform where the uh, reviews are very genuine and in an actual scenario. I have done natural language processing using sentiment analysis where the reviews are classified into recommended or non-recommended. So the challenges which I have faced are like biased data. The data was very biased at the start, so I have to separate out the reviews into recommended or not recommended, and make them an equal amount so that the model can predict well. The understanding data have been very crucial to the all of the data. There were like around 10 features, so I have to visualize a lot to get insights out of the data. Then reviews can mean differently at times because those mean with the context as well, because some reviews are like uh, they mean something, but they actually mean something else. And this is one of the tricky visualizations that I have done, where uh, it shows the count of ratings which have for various classes. For example, the class dresses have around 3,400 five-star ratings, and so on. So this has been my like very difficult visualizations that I've done. Then so after the training my model, I could classify reviews into recommended and non-recommended reviews using Kira's neural network and word embeddings. And results were like this, where the reviews were I have taken. This is the one of the screenshot of the review of the result, where we give one of the review and it predicts like the customer would likely to be recommended or not, the product is likely to be recommended or not. Then these are some of the results using various models which I've done. So I've got best results out of word embedding using with a target of recommended index and accuracy of 94%. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. And yeah, of course, buy some clothes, ladies.
Thank you, Achin. Anybody's got questions? Or we can move forward. Great. So I told next was screen entire grid has changed. Okay, who is next? Nidhi. Yeah.
Did
We
you say
we
I
put in
was
the order in the chat.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, Nidhi, you can go next.
okay? Okay. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Hey guys, I'm Nidhi, and my journey with Speckbit is pretty long. I came to the full stack maker course, and I felt like I know a lot of things. So I'm a full stack maker, and now I can call myself a machine learning engineer too. So what I'm gonna talk about is the anime recommender system. Okay, so we basically see recommender systems all around us. Okay, who hasn't seen Amazon website or Netflix where they recommend products like personalized in a personalized way for each one differently? So this is the Amazon website where it says recommended for me, and the Prime Video. How do they even do it? How do they recommend things to each person differently? So how do we do it on a daily basis? Like, what do we do normally without thinking that we need a if we think we don't have a recommender system yet? So we usually go and ask friends, right? One thing we have been doing all this quarantine and the whole thing, ask for movie recommendations, series recommendations, and books and whatnot. We ask those people who we think are similar to us, right? So that's what these people do too. So they find out similar users, and they recommend. It's usually the ratings which they predict, which the recommender system predicts. So recommender system. I'm going to be talking about the collaborative filtering which I've used in this, and there are two types of collaborative filtering: the user-based and item-based filtering. User-based filtering is basically like, by taking an example which is here, the girl, if she likes grapes, strawberries, watermelons, and orange, and the guy likes strawberries and watermelon, they both have watermelon and strawberry in common. So those two people are considered as similar. And grapes, which is liked by that girl, is recommended to the guy. And in item base, it's usually the items which the similarity is found out between. So if the girl is liking grapes, a watermelon, and orange, and this guy likes watermelon, we find out the similarity between grapes and watermelon, and recommend the grapes to the guy. So what we have used here in recommending anime is in user-based filtering, I've used Pearson correlation, Euclidean distance, and in item-based filtering, I have used cosine similarity. And what is this? It's a word cloud of Pikachu. And why did I do this? Because I wanted to find out which anime is more popular. And it looks like sci-fi and slice of life by looking at the word cloud, but we are not sure yet. So I happened to go and explore it more, and I did a bar graph which actually shows the top 15 popular anime genres. And yeah, comedy. Yeah, when I did this, I found out comedy is the most, and then followed by action and sci-fi and so on. So you can see the graph how it is the genre of animes. And yeah, one more thing. This visualization is so great. You find out so many things which you never knew before. So what I found, what is another thing I found out was Death Note is the anime with maximum number of members. It has like 10,13,917. That is as per the data which was updated then, and with an average rating of 8.71. So I think Death Note is really good. And yeah, so by doing the item based and user based filtering, by doing user based filtering, I got these many like recommendations for a particular user. The input, this is user based, so the input is going to be the user ID. So by giving the user ID, you get the anime recommendations for you. And for item based filtering, it's the item. So if you give the anime ID, you here it shows the anime entered is Beat the Vandal Buster. So the recommendations are so on, and I think it's pretty similar because of the genre I see. And yeah, here's a link to my project if you want to check out my project and contact. And yeah, I would like to talk about how my journey at Speckbit was actually. FSM was really great, like just like a straight going graph. And ML was like, wow, I'm so excited. I actually was so interested in ML that like actually seeing recommendation systems, like how does this actually work? So that made me choose this recommendation system project. And MLFA, yeah, obviously because of the corona thing and everything, it's like this, like this, like this. And yeah, now I can call myself a machine learning engineer too. So that's it.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Nidhi. Thank you. Does anybody have any questions? Awesome. We can move on. So next is Tejas.
Yeah. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Great. Okay. Hello, everyone. I am Tejas from ProPython Accelerator. My project is called EasyBuy. EasyBuy is an e-commerce application that I've built using graphical user interface. I would love to walk you through what the product is. How do we make a difference? We actually believe that shopping could be a pain-free, time-saving, and a very chill process, just like Ashwin's virtual background right now. And my journey with programming has been somewhat of a cliche, from not having a clue as to what's going on in the class to actually believing that I could build projects, that is used to solve real life problems. And I would love to tell you a little story of how I built this little product. This, what you see on the screen, is the first version of EasyBuy that I built. It was during the third or fourth week of PPA that we learned object-oriented programming, and I started wondering what could be the different things we could explore using object-oriented programming. And the first thing that I could realize was an e-commerce application. I built an e-commerce application where the elements in the inventory are tabulated, and I thought that I should actually take it to the next level. Now that I have so much time left for the final week project, and the only two things that I could think of taking them to the next level was a graphical user interface and storing your data through multiple sessions. When I could think of graphical user interface, of course, I hadn't learned any front end. So I consulted my friend, and he recommended Kinter, which is a module in Python, which is used to build basic front end. So I built a basic front end using Kinter, and I would love to take you guys through, the demo of my finished product. So I will.
Welcome to EasyBuy. Click on the logo to get started.
Right. As far as many websites and applications are concerned, clicking on their logo will take you to their homepage, right? So I implemented the same thing here. Can you see my little icon on the top left?
Yes. Yes.
Great. Yeah. So clicking on the logo will take me to the homepage of the application. So I click on the logo and it will give me three options. One would be to browse the inventory, one would be to view my cart, and one would be to check out. So I will go and browse my inventory. So we have 8 categories in the inventory. There's accessories, apparels, baby products, beauty products, books, cell phones, sports, and video games. Now say I want to, I'm in the mood for a nice little shop. So I would buy myself a book probably, and I would buy myself an iPhone XR, hoping that I could actually afford it. And then I would go for a video game, probably Cricket 19, which is the latest revelation. And I would like to see what's in my cart for now. Okay, so this is the elements from the previous session. So let me do that again. Okay, so I would go and add some more. So when I go and view my cart, the elements that I've actually put into the cart will actually appear on my screen. And I can also delete my recent item. And when I delete the last item, it becomes empty. And when again I hit delete recent item, it actually shows me that the cart is empty, and it never throws an error because you can't delete any item from an empty data type, right? So let me just add something just to show you. And here's my cart, and I can come back to the home screen and actually go check out and enter a name. So I'll say Tejas M. I'll hit my contact number, and I'll hit an address. Say, yeah, and that's about it for the user's details. And once you're done with the user's details, you can actually place an order, and the application generates an invoice saying that the order has been confirmed, and it shows you the grand total. And once again, you can go to the home screen by clicking on the logo. And when you go to the cart and you empty the cart, and when you go to the checkout window and you enter some details and you want to place an order, it will show you that the card is empty.
Nice.
Or yeah, and say I sorry
30
say
seconds.
say I have an item in the cart and I go to view cart and I go to checkout, but I choose place order without giving out any of my details. It will actually tell you to enter your details. And I have stored data throughout my multiple sessions using JSON, so we could actually check that out. So if I execute it again,
Welcome to Easy Buy. Click on the logo to get started.
and I choose view cart, my same old product which I've added to the cart will still remain. And that's about it as my project. That's easy buy for you. I think we have noticed a lot of things that is related to e-commerce. I really liked Akshay's reviewer system and Nidhi's recommendation system. I think we could combine all these features and give Jeff Bezos a real run for his money. Thank you everyone.
Thank you. Good work, Tejas. Amazing. This is a round of applause, guys.
Good work, Tejas. Really nice.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Next, we have Sneha. Are you ready, Sneha?
Yes.
Awesome. You can get started. You can share your screen, please.
Is it visible?
Not yet. Have you shared it?
Yeah. Now?
Yes, you can see it. Great. Your time starts
So,
now. Yep.
so first, I'm Sneha. And first to talk about my Speckbit journey. I was first introduced to Speckbit when you did a workshop in my college last year. From then, I always wanted to join. I always wanted to learn ML. But yeah, as I already knew about Speckbit, I got a chance to join the accelerator program this year. And I would say Speckbit gave me a great start to learn ML. And thank you for that. So yeah, I thought of self-learning ML many a times, but I couldn't do it. And I felt this is the old meme, but that was relatable to me. And yeah, Speckbit gave me a push to learn ML, so I'm happy about that. And so the project I'm demonstrating today is customer reviews on Amazon products. And the demo goes here.
Is that a sentiment analysis on the reviews?
Yes, sentiment analysis. Yeah, the idea about this is to map the review text against rating to train a sentiment model. And the data set which I've chosen has 34,000 customer reviews. And these are the fields in it. So this is my code file. So I've taken two fields, that is reviews rating and review text, and got rid of all null values. And this is the distribution graph of reviews rating based on the counts, how many ratings are there. And this is a word cloud of names, the product names. And this graph is about count ratings against the product IDs from decreasing order. So here, basically, I've used two data processing techniques, that is TF-IDF and word embeddings. Using TF-IDF and a normal sequential model, the accuracy score was 73% with 40 epochs, and this is the loss graph for it, which is not that good. And when I used word embeddings with the normal sequential model, the accuracy score was 74%, and not much difference with the TF-IDF. But then I used RNN model with the word embeddings pre-processing itself. And that gave me 89% accuracy. So final conclusion is this model actually measures with 89% accuracy of how often a review rating is right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sneha. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good work. And do anybody have any questions? No, great. Awesome. Good work, Sneha.
Thank you.
work into learning things. For example, like Sneha put in work on learning RNN, which was not even part of the curriculum. So she did some good work there on self-learning those bits. Great. Thank you, Sneha. We'll
Thank
go on next to Apurva.
Yeah.
Please share your screen and we can get started. Awesome.
Hey guys, I'm Apurva. So today I'm going to be talking about games. So who doesn't like games, right? We are the late 90s and early 2000s kids, and we've played our fair share of Mario and Age of Empires, Prince of Persia, Call of Duty, and I also played my fair share of Magic Farm and Cake Shop and all those other games. Not proud of it. And that is what my quarantine has been in a nutshell. I have been gaming all day. And then when I finish a game, I go and look for more games. I have a 82-hour record on Age of Empires this time. So where do I find the games and how do I know which game to buy and why is it that necessary? So what is like I want to introduce you to Steam. We all know Steam. It's a game distribution platform where you can buy games, and it has a huge catalog of games, more than any other platform like Uplay or Battle.net or GOG. Uplay only has about 75 games, so Steam is pretty popular. And this is a screenshot from my Steam account where people have recommended Age of Empires and say that the game is an absolute gem, which it is. Why do we actually need user reviews? It's because games are expensive, right? If you don't torrent them, which you shouldn't. So you can't go around buying all the games. You have to see user reviews. Based on that, you have to decide which games people have liked the most. So that is what my project is based on, and that's where machine learning comes in, and that's where Speckbit comes in. At the beginning of this year, I was frustrated doing nothing, and I heard that there was a course on Speckbit, and I had gone for the Launchpad course in October. I absolutely loved it. I gained a lot of information there. So I decided on a whim that, okay, let's do machine learning. I had no clue what machine learning was. And then after 4 months, I'm able to present this project. So I'm very proud of it. And I'd like to thank Speckbit for it. So my project, coming back to it, is analysis of Steam game reviews. So let's see what the data looks like. So this is a review of all the games that are present in my data set. Steam obviously has a lot more games, but here in my data set, we have considered about 60 games. And the blue bar shows the number of negative reviews and the orange bar shows the number of positive reviews. So basically whether the user has recommended the other fellow players to buy the game or not. So based on this graph, I don't really think that anybody should buy Robocraft because it has the least number of positive reviews and a lot of negative reviews. This is another data visualization of yearly reviews. So we can say that 2018, this data set contains data from 2011 to 2018. So we can say that 2018 was the most popular for Steam. And yeah. So how do you analyze the user reviews? That is using sentiment analysis. So sentiment analysis is basically a classification and interpretation technique where you analyze the text data and classify it into either positive, negative, neutral, etc. How many other classifications? So the steps involved in my project are data pre-processing. Like my data had a lot of non-English reviews, etc. So which I had to remove and clean. And then I defined the model and then was the training of the model. I've used neural networks, logistic regression, and KNN. And the text analysis techniques were vectorization and word embedding. So the results I obtained were, you can see that. And the best results were word embedding with a validation accuracy of 84%. So word embedding works the best. Yeah, that's it. You can find my project at my GitHub profile. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Good work, Apurva. If anyone has any questions, feel free to ask at this point, guys. Great. So that's awesome. Next, we have Channi. Are you ready to go to Channi?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Yeah. About my journey, I'm from chemistry background. I have no idea about codings, but when I started working, I'm working as a chemical regulatory data analyst. But I thought programming language is not necessary for my field. But after I started working, and I came to know that programming language is important for every field. So then I thought of learning some programming language, and I heard from many people that Python is very easy language to learn. Luckily, I got good platform to learn it, Speckbit. And uh, before this course, I was not having any idea about coding, and I did not know how to code it. After joining this course, and I'm in a position to build small projects. It gives me confidence to build new, bigger projects in my future days. And thanks, Speckbit, and thanks, Vidya, for helping me to do it. And coming to my project, I have done project on library management system. This system helps this system helps to keep all maintain the books in the library and order for the same. And what happens in library? Usually in library, they will lend books and add new books. And students, they will request a book, and they will also return book which they have borrowed. And also this library management system helps to reduce the manual work, and as well as to run a very smoothly the library activities. So when I run a code, the first we will get the first home page of the options of the library system, that is display of all available books and request books and return and exit the system. If you choose the option 1, it will display all the available books. So far I have added only 4 books to the library. So if you want to request any of the books, then you should choose the option 2, that is a request book. Then if you choose and it will ask for the books you want, then you can add the request of your book. Then if you want to request a book, any of the other books, then if it is not there in the library or it is out of stock, then it will say this book is out of stock. Then you can also return a book. You can also return a book which you have borrowed. That is, then you can add the return of the book. Then the last option is the exit of the system. And this is a pretty simple project. As I'm a beginner to coding, I have done very small project. And future days, I may do the bigger projects. Thank you. I'm not visible. Sorry,
Hi.
I'm not. Yeah.
Great work, Channi. Very good. Like starting from not knowing how to code to building small projects is the way to go. And it doesn't matter if it's small or big, like we all get started at some point. And it's great that you're taking the initiative and you're going stronger in this. Thank you. Like keep going. I hope you don't stop and build some amazing projects.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'll stop sharing.
Yeah. Next up, we have Bhavana from ProPython. Hi, Bhavana.
Hi.
Hi. Please share your screen.
Yeah, can you guys see my screen?
Yes, we can. Awesome.
So, hi guys, my name is Bhavana Sanghi, and before I tell you guys about my project, I'm going to tell you a little bit about my journey. So this one time, my friend and I were having a conversation about how our friends are doing so much in their life and they already know what their future goals are and they're working towards it, while I didn't even know what I like. So for starters, he suggested that I should join Speckbit, where they had this program called Launchpad, where they teach us Python in just about 4 weeks. So I did. I joined Speckbit and I learned Python in about 4 classes. And it was great. I was really happy with what I learned. And just before we were leaving on the last day, VD said that we had something called Hack Day. And I was like, what is that? What is Hack Day? And after I was told that I was supposed to make a project, I was so scared because I didn't think I could actually make a project with just 4 classes of learning Python. But I somehow managed to actually make something and present it. But I wasn't happy. I wanted to learn more and I really wasn't satisfied with my project. So then came Pro Python Accelerator. So I joined this program, and after 2 months of learning Python under VD again, I finally got a hang of it, and I present to you QuizTots. So QuizTots is a simple, basic quiz application that lets you make quizzes. It lets you take quizzes, and it also displays the results of the users of taking the quiz. So I'm going to just walk you through it. All of this was just done with simple object-oriented programming. So this is how it is. It says, welcome to Quiz App. You select either 1, 2, or 3. Now, if I want to add questions, I select 1 and I add my name.
Hi, Bhavana. Sorry to interrupt. I think you just shared your PPT screen. I think you should share the entire screen. We cannot see the terminal and everything. So please share that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which you couldn't see anything till now?
No, we couldn't see anything apart from the PPT though.
Should I go again?
Yeah.
So I start from the beginning?
No. You can continue from where you went. So I think you were going to demo, so you can just start from there. Demo and go.
Just a second. No, it wasn't a demo. They were just screenshots.
Oh, okay. So
you
I think
could see them, right?
Yeah, but it kind of hung. It was hung.
Oh, okay, wait.
Right.
Is it fine now?
Yes, it's good. It's good.
Okay. Yeah, so all of this was just made with basic object-oriented programming. So these are the options on the first screen. And when you click add questions, it prompts your name and the number of questions you want to add. So you can add your questions as so, and the option that you want to display can be added by separating them with commas. And you also obviously have to enter the right option. So after adding a bunch of questions, your quiz pack is ready and it can be taken by anyone. So now when you want to take a quiz, it asks for the name and it displays the name of all of the people who've created a quiz. So by just typing the name, you can start off with your quiz. If you've entered the correct answer, it shows that it's right. And if it's wrong, it also tells you what the correct answer is. And if you want to see everyone's results who've taken it, you can just click 3. So when I made this, the only thing that I had in my mind was it could be used by students and teachers in schools and colleges. And I'm pretty sure all of you thought that same too.
Okay.
But it can actually be so much more. By just a little bit of function overriding, it can actually be, let's say, a sorting hat quiz. I mean, everyone has taken that at least once in their life. Or it can also be a how well you know your favorite show quiz. Or you can also make a quiz about a few questions of yourself and then send it to your friends to see how well your friends know it. So from not knowing Python at all to actually learning to code and solving problems and making projects, I think it's been a great journey. So thank you so much, Speckbit.
Thank you, Bhavana. Good work, great work. Loved it. Keep doing more.
Thank you.
We've actually gone through your code. Good start, and hoping to see more projects from you guys. Next up, we have Kirtana. Kirtana, are you ready?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Can you see?
Yes, we can.
Yeah. Okay. Good evening, everybody. My name is Kirtana. Welcome aboard. So a little bit of my journey. I'm just going to speak a little bit of my journey at Speckbit. So my experiences at Speckbit has been very informative and a very joyous ride. I joined Speckbit for Launchpad, where we learned Python, and it was a pretty great experience. Later, I got to know that there was something called machine learning foundation program at Speckbit, and I joined with a couple of friends. 2 weeks into machine learning, I didn't know that I could. I didn't think it was my cup of tea, so I decided to quit. But luckily, I didn't, and here I am after 4 months presenting to you my project. So yeah, I finished one level of machine learning thanks to me. Thank you to all. First of all, thank you to Vidyadhar. He actually helped all of us, me, in learning Python and building a project and everything. So thank you. Coming back, how many of you read online reviews of an airline before booking your ticket? I mean, we read reviews of absolutely everything when it comes to online purchasing or booking a ticket online. Here, we always, whenever we book a ticket, we usually check for the airline's customer service, their hospitality, and their consistency of flight duration. Obviously, we don't want any delayed flights or canceled flights or as such. So now social media has spread widely around the whole globe, and Twitter has become so popular over the decade that you can find reviews of absolutely about anything. Sorry, yeah. So yeah, you can find reviews on Twitter about absolutely everything. You can find the most hilarious and the most ridiculous things on Twitter. Here's one such example. Then coming back to the project, my data set is basically consists of Twitter airline reviews, all the reviews that were posted on Twitter on some of the major US airlines were collected, and they were stored in a database, and I've done a sentiment analysis on that data set. So what is sentiment analysis? Sentiment analysis is a process of analyzing a text, feeding it to the machine, and predicting whether the emotion or the sentiment of that text is positive, negative, or neutral. Who knew machine could do that? Then let's get to know more about the data. So these are the six major US airlines, and I've plotted pie charts to see the count of each review sentiment. And you can see each airline has most number of negative reviews, especially US Airways. Next, I found out the negative reasons that led to the higher count. And here we can see that customer service was the major issue and one of the major negative reasons, a major problem faced by all the customers, followed by late flights. Then I've plotted these negative reasons for each US airline. You can see that US Airways has the highest number of negative reviews, whereas Virgin America has very less reviews. So you can always book Virgin America, guys. It's a very good call. Okay, so processes involved. So here I'm going to explain to you how the steps. I'm going to explain how the steps are involved in the whole predicting the sentiment of the reviews. So first, I have pre-processed the data. That is, I've cleaned the data, removing all the unwanted characters or emojis or special characters that might hinder the training of the model. And then I've done feature selection. Then I have defined models and trained the model using those classifiers. And here are the accuracies. So I've used neural networks by processing the data using word embedding. I've got 86%, which is a pretty good accuracy compared to the others. I have also used count vectorizer, and using count vectorizer, I have the classifiers that I've used as logistic regression, KNN, and Knife based seem to give very less accuracy, and TF-IDF with neural networks gives 76%. So overall, word embeddings with neural networks gives a good accuracy. Yay! And that's it. If you want to get more insights or get into the details of my project, you can use the link to get to my GitHub profile and check out my project. You can also contact me using the LinkedIn profile. We could join together. Let's work. Thank you.
Thank you. Good work, Ketana.
Thank
Really
you.
loved it. Keep going.
Thank you.
Awesome. Does anybody have any questions? You guys can feel free to ask any questions if you guys do. Right. So you can jump in like how somebody did something. If you want leads for your next project, please feel free to ask questions.
Could I just ask a small thing?
Yeah, sure.
I am not very aware of how the machine learning algorithms work, but when you guys say pre-processing data and feature extraction, could you just give me a small example of what that is? You say you remove unwanted elements of a sentence or a review, right?
Yes.
So do those unwanted elements mean articles or emojis or?
Emojis, yeah, emojis.
Emojis, even articles. So for example, those are all called stop words in machine learning language. A and the is. For example, all the kind of words that kind of don't contribute to the, let's say, the weight of a sentence, right? So usually the weight of the sentence is in other words, right? So like, for example, this was really shitty, like some review, right?
This is what makes sense in the
shit is what makes really stuff. So those are the kind of words we are looking to extract from the sentence and like trying to turn it into something that the computer can understand, which is numbers. So when all the ML people are talking about count vectorizer, TF vectorizer, etc., generally for all the other people of other tracks, vectorization is a process of converting non-numerical data into numerical data, right? So it might be like an image into numerical data or like a text into numerical data, or whatever, right? That's the process of vectorization. So anything vectorization, understand that it's just a different way of vectorizing something.
So do we actually make the computer understand that these set of words are what makes a bad review? Is that what happens?
So we don't make the computer understand. So we just tell that this would be bad and this would be good, and the computer just figures out that pattern itself.
So you preload words that make good reviews and bad reviews. Is that what happens?
Sort of, not exactly. You just keep giving. So basically, I'll tell you generally how machine learning works is how like a kid would learn stuff, right? So for example, you tell a kid, this is dog. Kid is like, okay, this is dog. Then you tell the kid next time that the dog is cat. The kid is like, okay, the dog is cat. But the more examples you give of what a dog is and what a cat is, the kid will learn that. Imagine if you told the kid that the cat was a dog, he would just believe for entire life that the cat is actually a dog, right? So machine learning is of the sorts where it can end up learning entirely wrong things if you teach it wrong things. And so this is an entirely long discussion in itself, like probably not today, but good question. Curiosity.
I think I would like to add on that if you need a clear picture, you can join the next course, next batch of ML.
Yes, absolutely. That's the right next step to do. Next up, we have Samyam. Samyam, are you ready?
Yeah.
Awesome. Samyam is actually the youngest bunch of guys in this course. So Samyam is doing his 12th standard currently, and he joined the Pro Python course to learn Python. Yeah, I know, like all those looks on your faces. Like I should have done that in my 12th standard. He's doing it, guys. So this is his project. Yeah, Samyam.
Alumno is hello, I'm Samyam, studying in 12th in Christ Junior College. I built this application called El Alumno, which in Spanish means students. It is I can be very grateful to Vidyadhar for coming to calls and helping me with name errors and silly mistakes and everything. So the journey began after my 11th exams, and during the summer, my mom is like, and whenever anybody called my mom, she's always like, he does nothing. All he does is eat, sleep, and play. And then in the other side of the corner, me and my dog are trying to figure out which one of us she's talking about. And then, and then my mom introduced me to Vidyadhar. We had a small conversation. I joined PPA, and it was one of the best ways I could make use of this lockdown. So the main feature of my program is that it's user friendly, it's very simple, it's clean, initiative, and reliable. So to take for student management, time like entering through Excel sheet or manually takes a lot of time, but this barely takes few seconds per student. The user experience, what I've built can take input from any school from grade 5 to grade 10, including all the main 5 subjects, which is math, science, social, English, and language. So this is the application user interface that the user sees when he uses my application. My GitHub profile, I'll show the demo. So as you go, you enter details. So let's enter mine. Since I'm the first user, I'll put it as 1 and so, and then let's enter one more. Oh, sorry, that is the display. So I use the second option that it displays whatever I've entered, including total and percentage from whatever. And I use the third to search the detail of this thing. So I have to enter the roll number for his or her detail. So I'll search for Bob, and I got Bob's details here. And then for 4, if I want to delete Bob's, so I'll delete Bob. And when I go back and for display, Bob is no longer here. And when I go to update and update student details after reevaluation, new marks come. So I'll go and enter roll number. So the only one that I've entered here is mine. So 1. So then student maths, let's keep it. So then since I've updated now, let's view it again. So you get the newly updated details here. And then when you press 6, when you close this interpreter session, it can come back to the other interpreter session through this. So whatever I got from the previous interpreter session, I have it here. Thank you. And I would like to thank 2 people who introduced me to this. I would firstly like to thank Vidyadhar for coming up on personal calls and helping me really much and introducing me to all this great stuff. And I would like my mom who introduced me to Vidyadhar, I would like to thank her also. Thank you both. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
My for my link for the project I've done. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Really great. Like it's very promising that you learned all of this in a very short period of time, and you've been able to build stuff. I'm looking forward to what you're going to do. So guys, like it might seem like, okay, for everybody, I'm just saying I'm looking forward to what you're going to do next, but I'm actually looking forward to what you're going to do next, because this is what happens, right? Usually people do courses, programs, and the program ends, and then you go back to your normal life, and nobody does anything anymore, right? And like you just get lost in the busyness of your life and it doesn't continue. So I usually look forward to what my students do after the course gets over. And when I say it, I mean it truly. Like I'm looking forward to what you guys are going to do next. So thank you.
I would like to add one more thing.
Yeah, Vivek.
Like just to continue whatever you said, like if you want to, for all the pro Python guys, whatever you are doing, for all means if you want to continue in something that you want to in your own project, like you can probably build your own pip packages of your own and share it with your friends and make them use it so that you can like get some more gratification of what you have done. So I would like to share one link of one blog link of the whole pip package. How can you build that one, or in the chat? I'll share this one in the group also. So you guys can go through it and then build it and somewhere add it in your resume. I just built this kind of a pip cap package and so people use it. And they have got this many number of downloads. So that would be a great thing for you people.
Yeah, that's true. Thanks, Vivek. Like that's like maybe the right next step. So, and Vivek has shared the link. So PPA guys can just jump into that link and later check that out. So next up, we have Anushri. Are you ready, Anushri?
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. So please share your screen and we can get started.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Yeah. So hi everyone. Good evening. This is Anushri. I just want to narrate a small story. So once upon a time, there was an electronics and engineering student who was totally clueless about what coding is or how a programming is gonna work. So then she had these two friends who told her about the launchpad that was organized by the Speckbit. So then she attended the launchpad for 5 days, and then she got to know about the full stack development. So basically, when she got to know about this, she was actually thinking whether to join it or not, because her resume was totally useless, and it was like she hadn't done anything till then, and her brain was like she really needs to do something. So and then she decided somehow takes it and then she joins. So here the journey begins. Initially, the first day of FSDI was like nothing was going to her head. And then what is HTML, what is CSS, what is Flexbox, like literally nothing. Then after a few days, she was pretty confident that, okay, she can put her heart and soul and entire thing and she can try building something. So then it was the time for Capstone 1. It was totally miserable. She literally failed in the Capstone 1 and she was like she can't do it anymore, or she should give up on it. Then somehow she made up her mind and she's like, no, victory is hers, and then she has to go forward it. And then finally, yeah, she somehow, got that confidence, and then she started working on that thing. And she fell in love with coding, so she started coding. Then it was time for Capstone 2. She was very excited about it. And so here's the demo of the Capstone 2. I'll not be showing the entire thing. I'll just show a few parts of it. So this is the welcome or the sign up page. If the person is a new user, then he or she has to sign up. If you're already an existing user, then you have to log in. So once you log in, you'll be receiving an email from the website saying you're logged in and have happy shopping. So this is the contact us page where you can contact about whatever is your problem, and you'll get a message once your details has been sent. So this is the store where you can, this is basically an online medical store where you guys can buy your medicines and stuff. So finally, after 4 months, she was very excited that, okay, she can go forward and build more and more projects. And then right now, she's very excited about her resume also, that she can add more and more stuff inside her resume. So I was talking here, it was the story of my life, like how I had the journey from basically an electronic student who had no clue of what coding is or how coding works. So this was a complete tour from a zero to a hero. Like I can call myself as a full stack developer. So hope you guys had a good PPT presentation. Thank you so much for your patience. And I would like to thank Speckbit, Vidyadhar, Vivek, and even Ashwin, because you guys have always been supportive. Like at any time, night, morning, anytime I asked doubts, you were helping a lot. So I am today and whatever the confidence I have, and like I can call myself as a full stack developer, it's all because of you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Anushri. I'm really glad that you got here and in that confidence.
Thank you.
All the best.
Thank you so much.
All the best. Thank you. Next up, we have Ritu. Ritu, are you ready? Yeah.
I'll share my screen now.
Yes. Yes, please, Ritu.
Hey guys, I'm Ritu. I'm excited to talk about my project. I'm gonna start by talking about my journey with Speckbit and ML. Not gonna lie, I didn't want to do engineering, let alone ML. Then Speckbit happened. My journey and the big three, VD, Ashwin, and Vivek. You guys know they're amazing. They helped me a lot with ML, the project work, and everything. I'm gonna talk about the drama that happened yesterday. This was not this big, but Ashwin texted me at 2 o'clock yesterday saying that my files weren't uploaded. To make things worse, there was no power in my house and I couldn't switch on the laptop without power, battery issues. And then when the power came back, I couldn't upload my files on GitHub, but now it's all sorted. Let's talk about Amazon fine food reviews. This is my data set. It contains 5 lakh reviews, but here you can see 4 reviews. This is how my data set looks. This is the explanation. These are the ratings, which ranges from 1 to 5. And we have product ID, reviewer user ID, the review and the summary of the review, and number of people who found the review helpful, and what is the helpfulness quotient. So let's look at the visualization. This is the number of words, not the number, but these are the words that are present in my reviews. Too huge, right? Scary. Let's see the distribution of ratings. We can find that more than 60% of the reviews have ratings of 5 stars, and less than 10% of the reviews have ratings 1 star. Way to go, Jeff Bezos. Nice work done. And 70% of the reviews are positive. We can see that the helpfulness of the reviews, the 5 rating and 4 rating reviews have helped people a lot deciding whether to buy a product or not. And frequent customers who review all the products that have bought, they're more helpful and you can trust them. And let's see the problem and solution. This is Geeta Krishnan, who has reviewed the same product multiple times. Nice energy, but not helpful. I can see her judging me already for getting rid of the extra. Tejas, this answers your doubt. I have cleaned and pre-processed the text in my reviews. I've removed the HTML tags, punctuations, and words with numbers, and URL sentences, and etc. You can find that the most popular negative reviews have the words not, taste, like. This is expected. But the most popular positive word is also not, which I can explain how, because the reviews, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, I can explain how because the most positive reviews, or most of the reviews, have not bad, not like, not likely, which are positive words.
Right.
So the solution and the conclusion is that I have performed KNN and logistic regression with word embedding. I got 85.1%, and TF-IDF I got 84.9%, but with logistic regression, it worked best with TF-IDF, which got 93.7%. So thank you.
Thank you, Ritu. Good work.
Thank you.
I think the work's going to kind of get other people interested in doing this, just for the scale of the data set that you worked with. I can imagine the kind of problems that you might have dealt with. Congratulations on like doing it right. Really good. All the best.
Wait, but how did you like use it?
Good question. Yeah.
I failed so many times because I had just half the number of instances in my data set,
I
2.5
just
lakh.
took I just took 25,000 words. I scaled it down.
No, it's not about scaling the number of samples in your data set. You
Then
had 5 lakh, I had 2.5 lakh, but I couldn't represent it as a count vector
So
or a
what she's
TF-ID vector.
saying is that she didn't work with all the 5 lakh data sets. She just worked
yeah,
with
I just worked it with 2,500 data sets, reviews. That's all.
Oh, you just
2,500 or 25?
25,000. Sorry.
Okay. Great.
But then you would be cutting out most of the relevant data then. You
But
wouldn't know. You
otherwise, I
just
couldn't
picked
work.
out in random.
I tried. Otherwise, I couldn't work at all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know. I feel you. I feel you.
Next time, so we're gonna wait for Jeff Bezos to give you like powerful machines on AWS, so you can do more of Amazon review analysis. Right. So I'm like Misran is waiting for the same thing. Anyways, like all the best. Like looking forward to again for you to actually work on a 5 lakh data set and see you can do something, because you found interesting insights that I think people at Amazon will be interested in listening to. So that might be just like a nice ticket to talk to Amazon people for whatever, right?
Thank you.
Yeah, all the best, Ritu.
Thanks.
Next up, we have Vibha. Are you ready, Vibha?
Yeah.
Awesome. Please.
Can I share my screen?
Yeah, please share your screen.
Okay, so hey guys, and I'm Vibha, and I'm from Pro Python Accelerator. And today I'll be presenting my project on hotel management application. So before starting, I would like to share how and why I joined Speckbit. So initially, I was freaking out because all my friends were learning, different courses and learning something apart from the actual college syllabus, VTU syllabus. So one day I came across Speckbit on Instagram, and I got to know that they were starting a new course on Python for beginners. So I signed up immediately, and Speckbit has been a great platform to start off with, and I really liked the way we were taught in the class, and uh, the weekly assignments were quite challenging, and which helped us to discover many new concepts in Python. So I would like also to share why I wanted to learn Python. So Python has a growing popularity right now. Like everyone's talking or learning Python, and it's the one of the languages which is most in demand. Like many of the companies are asking for Python developers, and Netflix uses Python from its content delivery network to their monitoring. And Python is comparatively easier than C, C++, Java. And it is also like Python developers are one of the highest paid developers in the market right now. So yeah, this is my code. Uh, Here we'll be using in Python we'll be using init function. It's kind of what we should use init function here method, and so it is kind of a constructor here, like an object oriented concept, and it is used to initialize the attributes in our class. And also we have self. So self is a keyword which is used to access the attributes or methods in Python. And here are some of the attributes that I've used in my project, and which are name, phone number, etc. And here I've initialized all my attributes. And so the first function that I've used is customer details, which will ask the user for the details of the customer, like name, phone number, and it will also initialize the room number for the user, like in a hotel. And then the next function is for the room bill. So it is display the
all the room options available, and then it will also ask for how many days or nights we are staying for, and then finally it will calculate all the total bill of the room. And then the next function is the food bill. So it will display all the menu of the restaurant, and then it will ask for the user input, and based on that it will calculate the total bill. And similarly it goes with laundry bill, and where it displays the options and calculates the bill, and similarly with gaming bill. So coming to the last function, where it'll display the total hotel receipt. So it'll print the customer details, and also the bills and all the expenses, and finally the total bill amount payable. And then there is the main method where I'll be
30
creating an
seconds, Viva.
object. Yeah, I'll be creating an object, and so it will provide the user for the choices that they have, like either to enter the details or the calculate the room bill, or to show the final bill. So yeah, this was my project. Thank you guys.
Thank you. Like, are you not going to show like the demo of it? Do you want to show or not?
I can, but I thought there was less time.
Yeah, we're out of time. No problem. Probably you can just give a link to that project in the chat later, and people can check it out. Okay. Thank you so much, Vibha. Good work, and really good work with the code quality and documenting it and making sure that you walk to the code. And really love your work. Keep doing it. All the best, and really proud that you come so far since the first day.
Thank you.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you. Up next, we have Suhas from Pro Python. Are you ready, Suhas?
Yes.
Awesome.
Hello, guys. This is Suhas. I'm in the Pro Python Accelerator course. So first, before getting into my project, let me tell you how I got introduced to the Python. So initially, coming from electronics background, I really didn't know what.
Just sorry to cut you off, but I think the floaters of Zoom are like stopping your PPT, so you can just drag those things down.
Is it fine?
No, I'm saying like you can drag the other one as well down. So just blocking the PPT.
Okay, fine.
The floater.
Is it fine?
Yeah, better. Yeah, thanks.
Okay. So I joined Speckbit course because my friend told me that there's this Pro Python Accelerator course. So I enrolled getting his review. Initially, my CS mates used to answer all the answers about Python within a minute, and I'd just be staring at the screen. So from that actually trying out something new, like what can be executed, I've come a long way, and I'd like to thank Speckbit for it. So my journey in Speckbit, VD is an amazing teacher. The way he teaches things, simplifying all the concepts is really amazing by giving real life examples, and the assignments given related to it, on what has been taught, gave me a better idea about the concept. From having the idea about printf hello world to what I have done today, VD has taught me a lot, and which led to my Capstone project. So what is Route Master? Route Master is a command line ERP booking application for shuttle service, which can be opted by various companies. The application lets drivers enter their details like the bus number, phone number, their name, etc. When the bus driver enters all the details, it gets recorded, and the same app can be used by the employee as well. The employee can enter his details and can view all the details that has been entered by the driver, so he can opt for the particular bus. Why Route Master? As you know, according to the current scenario, you shouldn't be traveling in an overcrowded bus. So this Route Master can be used to book your ticket instantly, so that you won't be overcrowded in a bus and you stay safe. Where can this be implemented? This can be implemented in various companies. So now let me give you the outline of the application. It says welcome to Route Master. It gives you two options, bus driver and employee. The name, phone number, bus route, departure time, and seats available can be entered by the driver. Similarly, there's another driver who is Mahesh. He has entered his phone number. I have phone number will be entered on the certain criteria that the phone number is less than, or it cannot be, the number of digits cannot be less than or greater than 10. So similarly, the bus number cannot repeat. So it compares with the previously entered bus numbers, and it says the bus number already exists. And all the other details can be entered. I have entered several other details of each driver. So when the employee enters his name, phone number, department, and department ID, he gets a display of all the buses that are traveling from the company or to the company. I have taken an example of Infosys. So when he types the route BSK to Infosys, the shortlisted table comes up, which shows the buses traveling from BSK to Infosys. He can just book the ticket by typing the bus number and the number of tickets he wants to book. As you can see here, the available seats is 12. If he tries to book 13, you have booked too many seats, please enter again. Enter the number of seats you want to book. If he can book the number of seats, and this is the bill generated. Similarly, I have entered for another employee. The same way, it works the same way. So as you can see, for Syed's bus, there was 12 seats before, but as 4 seats got booked, now it has been decremented to 8 seats. So his details gets updated each time. So this here's the link to my project. Please do check it out. Thank you.
Thank you, Suhas. Love the project, love the tables and the presentation, and that you thought through, like there might be 2 different users who might use the app in the session. Good work with the object-oriented programming.
Thank you.
See more projects from you on your GitHub. All the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next up, we have Priyanka.
Hi, I'll share my screen.
Yes, Priyanka, please.
So you can see my screen?
Yes.
Can you,
yes, we can.
Yeah. Hi guys, I'm Priyanka. I'm currently working as a software engineer in Litmus World. Earlier, I was working as a test engineer, during which I came to know about Speckbit through my friend called Janvi. That's when I joined Launchpad. I completed FSM2. After that, I gave an interview in the same company that for a developer role, and I got selected. And from past 3 months, I've been working as a developer in the same company. So Speckbit, thanks. So Speckbit plays a major role in this. All the knowledge and information I've gained has helped me crack the interview, and even now to complete the tasks without much difficulty. So now on daily basis, I'll be writing Python scripts. So this has been really helpful. I don't regret joining PPA. So I'll show the screenshots of the project I did. It's a small console application. So basically, this helps the manager of a particular organization to track the employee details. So he or she will be able to add the employees and basically track them. It also has a feature like sending mails to a particular employee, like to appreciate them for their work. So this is where he or she, so as I told, he or she can save the details of a particular employee. If a new employee joins an organization, the manager can come here and add his or her data into the database. And once it is added, he or she can also be able to see all the employees present in a particular organization. If the manager wants to see the detailed information of a particular employee, he also has that option. So he can, by just entering the ID of a particular employee. So here I would like to see the information of Deepika KL employee. So I've given the ID 4, and I can see the entire detailed information of that particular employee. So once I see, it will give an option, it will prompt us to select 1 or 2 if you want to delete that particular entry or edit. So if I select option 1, I can delete that, and once it is deleted, it will show you that particular record Deepika KL isn't there in the employee list. So it confirms that it has been deleted. And as I said, we can also update by selecting option number 2, and I want to change a particular field. Suppose I want to change the name Ramya into Ramya Ramesh and keep all the other fields the same. So I just click on enter for all the other fields, and once it is updated successfully, it shows the updated date of that particular employee. Yeah, as I said, we also have a feature called sending mail to a particular employee. It prompts us to enter the email ID of that particular employee, and once it is once successfully mail goes to that person, we get a message called mail sent successfully. And yeah, I've used SMTP library to send mails, and SQLite 3DB to store the data of the particular employee. Yes, that's all.
That's interesting. Thank you, Priyanka.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I hope Python will help you write loads of script at work and
Yes.
keep getting promoted.
Thank you.
All the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have Misan. Are you ready, Misan? Hello?
Yeah, I'm ready. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes. Please share your screen.
Yes.
Get started.
Can you see the screen now?
Yes, we can.
Okay, cool. So good evening and welcome everyone. My name is Mohammad and I can call myself a machine learning engineer now. So this is my Capstone 2 project presentation. So first off, let's get started with this. So how can you trust the medicines you purchase online? That's definitely not the way, guys. So don't go with Ross. So you either talk to people whom you're friends with and who had the same condition, and then if they visited some website online and purchased the medicine online, so you can talk to them and then they would give you a recommendation, or some other users would have typed the reviews online on the same website, and then you would read the reviews, and then if you feel that the review is good or bad, and then you would go for it, and then you would buy it to treat your condition. So what I didn't know was that you can do sentiment analysis in machine learning. The human brain is easily capable of doing the sentiment. You can read a bunch of stuff and you can know if it's good or bad. But then I didn't know that a computer can also do that, right? So thanks to Speckbit for this. Before joining Speckbit, I just had a vague idea about what machine learning was. I hadn't dived deep into it. Now, after 4 months of like hard work and dedication towards coding, I can say that I'm really hooked on to exploring further in machine learning, and I'm really interested in exploring further and seeing what else I can get in this field. So thank you, Speckbit, for that, and thank you, Vidya, Ashwin, and Vivek. So what is sentiment analysis? So this is the definition. I know if you read this, you probably would just get a brief idea, but in simple words, is just you like you read a bunch of text data and you see if it gives you a positive vibe or a negative vibe, and it can be an intermediate too. It can be neutral too. So that's sentiment analysis. And now my project is a sentiment analysis project, but initially it was supposed to be a recommender system like Nidhi's project. But I failed because of a number of instances in the data set. So, but I still worked on it. I wanted to give up, but I didn't give up. And I tried to get how much ever I want out of the data set, and I did my part in this, and then I got a little bit of success, and I'm really proud of it. So this is my data set. So the data set has patient reviews and specific drugs along with the related conditions, and it was obtained by scraping the online pharmaceutical sites. Does it have a drug for coronavirus? No, guys. So please stay home and stay safe. Don't get out. So the steps used in the process are first is data visualization, and then there is text pre-processing, and then there's feature engineering, and then we're building the model. So the Python library used for this are pandas, numpy, matplotlib, gmol, beautiful soup, and LTK, word cloud, sklearn. You can Google all of these and look at the documentations if you want to understand how these work. Now let's take a look at some of the data visualizations that I have done.
30 seconds to go.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the number of drugs per condition. So there are more drugs in this, but this is the one of the visualization, and this is the percentage of ratings. All the ratings above 6 are positive and below 6 are negative. And this is the number of positive reviews and number of negative reviews for each drug, not each drug, some of the drugs. And then the next step in the is text pre-processing. So it usually involves getting rid of HTML text, removing punctuation marks, and converting all words to lowercase, and removing stop words and stemming. So this is how before pre-processing the text data would look like, and after pre-processing, this is how it would like. Like we've reduced the format, and then it'll be easy to feed it into our model. And then the feature engineering, in raw text will be transformed into feature vectors. This is where I struggled the most because I couldn't convert it into count vectors and DF-IDF vectors. My RAM kept crashing. But word embeddings, it was successful. So I went on with word embeddings, and then I used the neural network classifier. There are other bunch of classifiers also, but I ran out of time. So I had to finish it before the deadline. So I went with neural networks. And then I represented using the word embeddings and use the Kira sequential model. And this was my training screenshot, which I got 15 epochs, and I hit an accuracy of 85% and 82%. And these are the rain characteristics. So the final accuracy which I got on predicting the test data is 82.67%, which is great for an in ML. Like you would feel you shouldn't feel bad about it. So this is great. And then so yeah, the project was complete, and I was actually satisfied with myself. And to check out the link, you can copy paste that link on Google and check it out. And that's my GitHub profile and my LinkedIn profile. You can contact me in the future if you want to work with me. Thank you. I'll paste the links in the chat if you want to check out my project and if you want to get in touch with me later.
Thank you. Thank you, Misan. Good work. All the best. Like, there's a lot of promise from you to work on like really hard projects. I hope you continue to work on like some harder projects and see how that leads you. Right?
Yes, I'm gonna work on this one only. I'm gonna try to figure out what the problem was, and I'll finish.
Usually,
make a recommended system.
It's very interesting if you work on one project that is tough for a long period of time, because it gives you insight into the approach that you can take for just one small project or one big project, right?
Yes.
And yeah, I hope you do that. All the best.
Okay. Thank you.
Mr. I had a doubt. You use beautiful soup, right? For what? Like it's used for web scraping mostly.
Yeah. So my data was scraped from online sites itself, website itself. So while scraping, there must be a few errors, and then in which HTML format data would have been in the data set. So I need to get rid of that.
So you didn't take from UCI Kaggle?
It was from UCI, but then the data set in contained in UCI, the data set was formed by scraping online websites.
Okay.
Basically, there was HTML tags in the data, so we had to clean that.
So you saw in the before pre-processing there was and, amp, and all. Those are HTML texts. So you need to get rid of that. That's
right. Thanks, Mohammad. Next, we have Mohammad Gauss.
Yeah, I'll share my screen.
Yes, Mohammad, please.
So, is my screen visible?
Yes, Mohammad. You can get ready to go.
Yeah. So hi everyone. My name is Mohammad. So my project is movie recommendation system. So basically, it's a project to recommend movies to users based on the collaborative filtering. So before I start, I'll just talk about my journey with Speckbit. My journey with Speckbit is the longest one. So I started with Launchpad. I was in the first batch. Then I was mentoring the other batches. Then I did Full Stack Maker. So in Full Stack Maker, after I was done with Full Stack Maker, then I got an internship. So I'm very thankful to my mentors. So Ashwin, Vivek, and VD. So it's been 4 months. I'm doing internship right now as an educator and a content developer intern. And then I joined ML. So ML journey is very amazing. So we shifted from offline classes to online classes. So it is a very different journey. So moving on, first I'll talk about my first capstone project. That was a world happiness report analysis. So what was my problem? So it was to predict on what factors the happiness score depends of any country. So it was an estimation problem. So what ML concept algorithm I used? So I had used linear regression and polynomial regression. So what was my result? So my result is happiness score. So the happiness score of any country does not depend only on money. So it also depends on the health. So you can check out this project. I have shown you the link. And so this was my first capstone. So after I was done with first capstone, then we moved to capstone 2. So capstone 2, I thought of doing something different. So I thought of doing a movie recommendation system. So it was a different concept. I was very excited in starting, but my condition was something like this. So I hope you can relate to the meme. So if you can relate, then it's good. So then I video knows. So at the ending, so I completed at very ending stage. Then so what was my problem? So my problem was to build a recommendation system to suggest movies to watch. So what did I use? So there is user-based filtering and item-based filtering. So I used item-based filtering. So why did I use something known as cosine similarity? Why did I use it? So because cosine, it works comparatively good to other algorithms like Euclidean. So that's the reason I have used cosine similarity. So I'll just walk you through. I won't show you the code. So I'll just show you the data set first. So this is the movies.csv, which I have movie ID, title, and the genres. Then I have the ratings. So ratings is with respect to a particular movie. So how did I do it? So I'll just show you, I'll tell you. So the first thing was to build a dictionary. So I think everyone is familiar with Python. So everyone knows what is a dictionary, right? So so I built a dictionary in which dictionary represents a movie, right? And the key was user ID and the value is the rating of the particular movie. So I grouped them based on the movie ID, and then we have some sklearn's vectorizer function. So with that I vectorize it. So I think you guys know what is vectorizing by now, because changing the changing the non-numerical data to numerical data. So each point in the vector space represents a movie. So then I find out which is similar, so which has the minimum distance, and I use, so I recommend based on that. So I'll show you the result right now. So what is the result? So this is my input movie. So I think everyone knows Star Wars movie, right? So you can see the genres: action, adventures, and sci-fi, right? Then what is the result? So if you can see the result, I think you can see the first movie recommended is Star Wars episode 4. So it's a like I can tell like it's 100% accurate. Like so there's no way you can uh, see how accurate it is, but you can see the genres. You can see the genres. We have action, adventure. So this is the result of my. This is one of the sample result. Then how being a part of ML course helped me. So I'm currently helping my two teachers in their PhD work in their ML thing. And I understood the importance of conducting hackathons and meetups. So I got to learn many lessons and best mentors I have ever got. So I also started reading books. So this was my ML journey with Speckbit. And you can contact me. This is the project link. There's a portfolio link and my LinkedIn profile and GitHub. You can take a screenshot or click a photo if you would like to contact me. Thank you so much. This is my presentation.
Thank
Any
you, Mohammed.
questions you would like to ask? Anything you would have?
Yes, feel free to ask, guys. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask Mohammed about it. Really good work, Mohammed. Love
Thank
it.
you. Thank you so
Memes
much.
were funny.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. So next up, we have Sukesh.
I'll share my screen.
Yes, Sukesh, please.
Hey guys, my name is Sukesh and I'm gonna start my presentation with my Speckbit journey. One sec. Yeah, my Speckbit journey. Before joining Speckbit, I wasn't comfortable nor I was confident about coding. I mean, the lectures used to write a piece of code on the board, and I was thinking, what the hell is happening here? But then after joining Speckbit, I really like the environment, and there are people who really help you if you are stuck
while doing the program. So I really liked it about Speckbit. Thank you, Speckbit, about that. Now, before talking about the project, I would like to ask a question. Like, don't you think the world is such a busy place? I mean, there are hundreds of people that but then everyone's busy and no one has time for anyone. But then until everything fell apart, like because of the because of the coronavirus, what is that? Yeah, so during this coronavirus lockdown, so many people have read novels, watched movies or series. Did it says I had to join using audio? Hello,
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can hear.
you can, yeah, okay. And then in so many people have played games, but then at one point of the time you're like, I'll be going out after the lockdown and be meeting my friends. So trekking is the best example for me. It is the trekking, but also we are in the city, so isn't it the best thing to do, like going on a trek with friends? Also, you can also have meet something like Kabir and Nena, have a love time. So, talking about my app, there are hundreds of places to visit across India in my application, and also it is easy to change of seats. Like there are two kinds of people. Like one who always confirms for the trip at the end of the day, like end of like it is the last day, and he'll be like, I'm in. And there's one kind of people who's gonna bail out at the end of the start of the trip. I mean, my friend is actually watching this online. He always bails me out on the starting of the trip and will be like full bitching on him. And then there's an payment option in which I have used the OTP code, like OTP function, Pi OTP. In that, it has an inbuilt function called interval, in which you can change the OTP code every, like according to use. I have used for 60 seconds. So after 60 seconds, if you try to use the code, it will say invalid. And then I have put a contact us mode where you can contact the user can contact me anytime if he has any kind of problem. And then I would like to thank no, wait, I have a snippet of this. Like the first thing is the guy is entering Kudremukh or what, which is yeah, Kudremukh, and then I had changed the seats, like he added the seats and removed the seats, and there's a show status at the end, like after everything, after all the operations that you have done, and the payment option. I'd like to thank Ashwin, Vidyadhar, and Vivek for helping us do these things. Thank you.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Really glad you could build all of this, and congratulations. Good work, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
So next up, we have Safia.
Hi.
Hi.
I'll share my screen.
Yes, Safia, please.
Hi guys, I'm Safia. I'm currently working at Morgan Stanley. So I'd like to start my journey from how I got into Speckbit. It all started from UVC. We had a 1 week Python and machine learning workshop, and I was a person who didn't like programming. And then after all the 4 days of workshop, we had 5th day where it was VD session, and I loved the way he taught everything. So after the workshop got over, I started following Speckbit on Instagram and LinkedIn, and then I got to know that they're conducting Launchpad. So I attended the Launchpad, and on the 5th day, I was a totally different person, knowing so much about Python. And after that, I joined FSM. And during this, I gained a lot of interest in Python, and that landed me a job at Morgan Stanley. So thank you, Speckbit, for that. And now
Hey,
I want to show my...
Congratulations.
Thank you. So I want to show my capstone too. Here's the demo. Hi guys, so this is my Capstone 2 project. It's a movie review website where we have two logins. One is the admin and one is the user. The admin can add and delete and edit the movies, and the user can only add his reviews and edit his reviews and just see other reviews. So let me first show you the admin login and then the user login. So this is my admin login, and here you can see I can add movies. I'm not going to show you how to add movies right now, so I'll just show you what every listing is done. So this is one of the movie, and this is my review the admin has given, and these are the other users' review. I can edit this movie, or I can also delete this movie. And now this movie is gone from my home page. So let me show you the user login now. So this is my user homepage, and you can see there's no option of add movies here. So let me quickly show you what this has. I cannot edit movie and I cannot delete the movie. I can only add the review and only edit my review. And here it is, and I can delete my review. And so my review is gone. So that's all about my project, guys. Thank you. Hi guys, so this is my second demo because my previous project was purely based on Django and there was no JavaScript in it. So just to get a hang of the JavaScript, I made this small quiz application. Let me quickly answer the questions and come back. So I definitely love Speckbit and it's my favorite place to learn anything. I would definitely recommend this to my friends and I'll definitely miss Speckbit a lot. Thank you so much guys for watching this. Thank you.
Thank you. Good work, Safia. Congratulations on getting into Morgan Stanley. Really proud about your work from where you started, from the kind of silly doubts we started to being able to crack good roles is amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you, Vidhi. Thank you, Ashwin and Vivek as well.
Yeah. Amazing. Like next up, we have Anuya. Do we have Anuya here? Yes. Are you ready to share your work, Anuya? Hello. Are you here? I think you're muted. Hello. Okay, so probably we can go to somebody else and come back. Let's jump to the next person and then come back.
Hi, sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry.
Awesome.
Can you hear me?
Good. Yeah, you're audible. You can start.
Can you see? Hello?
Yes, we can. We can.
Okay, so my project was the classification between fake news or real news. And how we can make a computer learn to differentiate between both of them. So fake news can create a lot of panic and it can create financial losses. It can be used for it can cause deaths in case of wrongs. So it's important to be able to classify between both of them. You can hear me, right?
Yes, but
Hello?
internet, yeah, we can hear you, but your internet seems really buggy at this point. So we're losing you in between at some time.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
So the first step was to analyze the data. So make sure if it's equal and doesn't give fake biased results. A normal project can be created upon this one. but I had to take some pre-processing for the text. So the first step was to remove punctuation and stop words. So that was the first step. So I'll show an example. So only this part of the only this part gets fed into the model. So there's lesser number of words into the model. So it takes less data and it's faster. And so this actually reduced like 20,000 words for me in the vocabulary. And the second step was stemming. So like in this example, learned, learning, and learns are three verbs of the same word, which essentially mean the same thing. So they can't contribute much to the results. So we make all of them into learn. And each word in the vocabulary is given a separate label. And a vector is created comparing each word to each row of the review. And based on that, a table is created in the form of a matrix. And model is compiled. It's divided into train and test. And I've used Keras and embedding layers and 1D pooling. And ReLU for hidden and sigmoid for output. And I used 5 epochs. So, and that was my conclusion. Around 98% accuracy for train and 97 for test.
Okay, that's good. Like, have you published this work somewhere, Anuya? Have you put it on some platform?
GitHub.
Okay.
Kaggle.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Anuya. If anybody's got any questions, please feel free to ask Anuya. Nobody? Awesome. Thank you so much, Anuya. Good work. All the best.
Thank you. Thank you.
So next up, we have Srivalli from Full Stack Web Dev Accelerator.
Yes, just a minute.
Yeah.
Is it visible?
Yes, it's started sharing. Yes.
So hi everyone. I'm Srivalli. All I'm going to talk about now is my journey in Speckbit and also about my Capstone project. Before 4 months, I was a normal information science engineer, and now I also have a title of full stack maker along with an engineer. So how did everything start? I attended Launchpad like 4 months back, and that actually changed everything in my life. So these are my success stories at Launchpad. We also presented a project that on the hack day. So everything happened well, and then everything was nice. I was like this guy who was thinking, who was very, what do you say, happy from heart. And then, so first laddu, I have got my first laddu there. Okay. So then what happened? I didn't want to stop it at that point. I wanted to do more, I wanted to become someone better. Right. So then I had confusion as to whom to ask and what to do next. So then I thought I would call Vidyadhar and then ask some suggestions or something. And then we had 2 or 3 hours of conversation where he actually enlightened me. I don't even regret writing that word, enlightened. So what all happened, I decided to join full stack development course. I took that course, and then now what is the main thing that is noticeable is that I had 0 repositories in my GitHub. Now it has changed to 16 repositories. This is the major change that is that has to be appreciated, right? I had no projects to upload to my resume. I was a 0 person. And then I joined FSTA, right? So I got my GitHub was like filled with projects. So how did that happen? Because I had learned all the 10 skills that are there on the screen. So this helped me build my Capstone project too. So this is a diary writing application that I have built. And why to use Write My Diary application? Because it is highly safe to use. Only with your login credentials you can log in, and you don't have to worry that anyone would see your diary or anyone would steal your diary. Right. So next is you can access it anytime and anywhere. You need not have to think of getting the diary somewhere and losing your diary. So that can't happen. You can just log on to Write My Diary, and you can start writing your diary then and there. And then it is highly customizable. Say no to the normal diary entry that you're doing in the book, and use Write My Diary, because you can add pictures, you can make your diary more colorful by adding colors, you can change fonts and whatnot. So when you log in, you'll get a welcome email from Write My Diary. This is the first page of it, like where you have like no diary entries. This is the like diary that I have like in my account. So then when you click on new entry, it will go to this page. You can fill it up with your data, whatever you want to write in a diary. So I have just filled with a normal random content. So you can add a highlight to that day, then you can post. And when you post the diary, it will come to dashboard, and you'll get a card where you can actually start the diary here, and then recall the day when you want to see the data, whatever you had typed, and then you can delete your diary. So when you click on recall the day, you will see the content of your diary, what all you had written. If you want, you can click on the edit button, and then you can it will actually go back to the same editor page, and then it will be filled with the data, whatever you had written. You can change and make changes and repost. Right? Then you can delete if you don't like. Yeah. Then if you have starred that particular entry, then it will go to the starred entries page, and you can see the particular diary entry being starred. And if you click on read more, then it will go to this page, and you can see your particular diary entry. So I completed my Capstone project. I got my second laddu too. So this is my second stage of happiness. So I am like overwhelmed at this moment. And after this completion of total FSDA course, I've got like enormous skills. I am good at building websites, like both front end and handling with back end. I can also deploy websites now. I'm so proud of it. And because of all this, I also got an internship, a web development internship at Raven Innovations. Yeah, I would like personally thank Vidyadhar and Vivek and Ashwin, who all have helped me so much all through my like journey from the 4 months back, zero stage to this stage. This is the link that is that will redirect you to my application. This is my GitHub link. So thank you. I will also share this on Zoom.
Thank you, Shivali. Really
you.
great work. Congratulations. Proud of what you built. Congratulations on the internship.
Thank you.
Keep going.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Next up, we have Puja. Are you ready, Puja?
Yeah. Am I audible?
Yes, you are. You can share your screen and we can get started. And your 3 minutes start now.
Can you see it?
Yes, we can. We can.
Hi, guys. I'm Puja. Before I start my presentation, I would like to ask a few questions. What makes a news popular? Is it the sports? Is it entertainment? Or is it the technology? Or is it finally the politics? Well, I'm here to tell you which news category is the best one. So before I start, I would like to give a shout out to VD, Vivek and Ashwin, who helped us through this journey. I got to know about Speckbit a year ago through Launchpad. I also attended the Launchpad batch 1, and I built my foundations on Python. Then when I got to know about MLFA, I thought this would be the right platform for me to learn machine learning. So let's get started. What is online news popularity? As the internet is expanding all over, we can see that a lot of people love love spending time on social media and sharing stuff online and also reading online news articles. Right now, the current trend is people cooking at home with their family, bonding well. So, other than coronavirus, of course. And so, I would like to start my presentation now. After all the data pre-processing and cleaning, I've visualized few highlights. As we can see in this plot, as the rate of positive words are increasing, the number of shares are increasing rapidly. But when the negative words are increasing, the shares are decreasing very badly. So it's clear that if the news has to be popular, it should have a lot of positive words. I've also visualized which day of the week gives the most popular news. And from this visualization, it's clear that more number of popular news are during the weekdays, but the ratio of unpopular and popular news is more in weekends. So whichever news which are published during the weekends are more likely to be popular. Also, I visualized the unpopular and popular news with respect to the subject of the news. And we can see that technologies, social media, and business have got a lot of popularity. So to condense my visualization, I would like to tell that most of the news which are popular should have positive words. Positive words plus greater sentiment gives a lot of positive TRP for the news. And the images which has to be posted on the news should be in the range of 1 to 15 only. Otherwise, the viewers just get irritated and they scroll to the next one. And the videos has to be between 1 to 5 only. Clearly, by now we have got to know that this is a classification problem, and it is suggested to use logistic regression, KNN, Keras, random forest, SVM, etc. But after using few of the models, I would like to condense it as like this. In logistic regression, I got an accuracy of 50%, which was clearly a no. I thought I can do it better. But when I used KNN, I got accuracy much less than logistic regression. So it was out of picture. Then in neural networks and Keras, I got an accuracy of 61 and 63%. In random forest, a new algorithm, I used 200 trees and got an accuracy of 67%. This one was the best one till now. Then we have the dilemma. Is Keras the best one or random forest is the best one? Clearly, we have got 67% accuracy in the random forest. So random forest is the best one. And here's my graph for the final accuracy. As we can see, there is not much deviation in the test and train accuracy. Then I would like to thank VD, Ashwin, and Vivek who helped me with going through this. Like before MLFA, I had 0 projects in my resume, and now I have more than 4 to 5 projects. And within the deadline, I also created, I also did one more project on Twitter sentiment analysis. And in future, like after MLFA, I would love to do more challenging projects on MLFA and also research more on machine learning algorithms. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Puja. Thank you. Good work.
Thank you.
Thank you. All the best.
Thank you.
Next up, we have Payaswini.
So, am I audible?
Yep.
Yeah, I think my internet is a little slow. So, in case something goes wrong, just let me know.
Yes, good. No worries.
Okay.
Please share your screen and you can get started.
Is it visible?
Yep. You can start. The time starts now.
Yeah. So, hey guys, this is Payaswini from Pro Python Accelerator. So, about a year ago, I had met with a terrible accident, and all I could do was either sit or sleep. Since I couldn't walk around and I had a lot of time in my hand, I decided to learn something new. And I decided to learn Python basically. And I quickly joined all the available online classes and everything. But at the end of all those courses, I felt like there was a huge gap between me and the concepts. Like I know what an object is, but I just couldn't implement it properly. And trust me, that is very frustrating. And at that point of time, I had no clue as to what Speckbit was. Like, I didn't know that something this awesome existed. So after I was introduced to Speckbit, I realized that concepts like object-oriented programming or systems thinking and other things are so easy. Maybe it's because of the hands-on experience we had on various projects like parking lot management system or robot direction detector or the to-do list or many other things like that. So I was no longer the frustrated Pythony. I was actually, in fact, a very happy Pythony. So it did give me a lot of confidence. And all I want to say about Speckbit is one thing. Actually, I want to say two things, that it is absolutely awesome. And so I'm pretty sure that at least half of you guys here would have planned a trip to Goa. And most of the time, 99% of the time, it is just the planning. Like, maybe there's that 1% of people who are here who have actually gone to Goa with their friends. But most of the time, it's just the planning. So despite us not being able to go there, did we stop planning the trips? No, right? So when we didn't stop planning the trip to Goa, why should we stop planning trips to anywhere else just because of COVID-19? I mean, it's always said that you should be ready. You never know when you get the opportunity. So that is where my project comes into picture, Udan. That lets you not just plan the project, not just lets you plan your trip to any place you want, it also suggests some of the must visit places in and around where you want to go. So don't let COVID-19 stop you from planning your trips. I would like to show a quick demo of the project. Is the command prompt visible?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So like I said, my project name is Udan. So once you enter the project, it'll let you plan any place that you want to go to. For now, I have 3 places, Goa, Coorg, and Gokarna. I think once more we should just plan a trip to Goa, So I say I want to go to Goa, and suppose I want to stay there for 4 nights. I press 4, and I want to stay in a 3-star hotel. So it's going to give me a complete split of the budget, and the cost is, of course, excluding GST. And then it's quickly going to connect me to Google Chrome and say some of the must visit places in Goa. So this part was actually in the bonus section of our course, but I was very interested in it. So I thought I'll explore a little bit regarding that.
So was that PyHowToGUI?
Yes.
Awesome.
So top 5 places to visit in Goa.
Nice.
That's my project. And I would like to say that this whole thing has given me a lot of confidence, and thank you, Speckbit.
I'm sure. It's good work. It should give you confidence, and you should go out and build more projects. Congratulations, Paisani.
Thank you.
How did you make Google search for the locations in Goa and then enter the...
Okay, so PyHowToGUI, in that you can say, it's basically like an interface that allows you to control the mouse and the keyboard functions. So if I say .press, and it's like the press button, .enter, typewriter. So
you can programmatically automate keyboard and mouse work.
Yeah.
So you can actually look for certain icons, click on those icons, and all of that. So
all I had to do was put this link and say press. So when you choose Goa, it connects you to this. If you choose Gokarna, then it connects you to that link.
So the link was already pre-programmed in the script. It was already in the script.
Yeah, so we were asked to prepare a code that is extendable. Like you can add any number of places in this you want. You don't have to do much of coding. So all you have to do is just pass that to the function, and it will do everything on its own.
Good work.
Thank you.
Yeah, great work. Thank you, Paisani. Next up, we have Rohan. Are you here, Rohan?
Yeah. Just give me a second. I need to calm my nerves.
Yes.
Okay. Can everybody see this?
Please share the screen. Yet it's not here yet.
Just a minute. Okay. Now?
Yep, we can say.
Is there anything blocking anything?
No.
Okay, peace. Okay. Hey guys, my name is Rohan. So before we start off, we all have the dilemma once in our life that I want to buy a certain laptop or a certain phone during some certain sales period, but we don't know what the price of that product is going to be. Well, I am here to tell you that I can help you predict what the price of that product you want to buy is going to be with the help of my project, Black Friday Sales Prediction. So starting off, what is Black Friday? So Black Friday is the day after Thanksgiving Thursday held in November, where all the products that went unsold during the Thanksgiving sale are sold at almost 50% of the price on only Friday. This is how it looks when people gather for a Black Friday sale session or something. Okay, moving on. About my data set, I got this data set from Kaggle. It has around 12 features and over 500,000 records. So yeah, model training was held. Some of the features were age, city, gender, occupation, a few more, which we'll get into detail later. So first of all, let's talk about the products. There are 3 product categories: product category 1, 2, and 3. As you can see in all the categories, there are some items which have been bought the most. Unfortunately, I do not know what those categories are or what each item represents, as it was not presented to me in my data set. So next up, let's talk about the other features. So we can first see that if you see age, most of the buyers are in their late 20s, early 30s. Also, most of them work in occupation 0, 4, and 7. Most buyers also live in city B, have stayed there for over a year. Most of them are single and most of them are male. We also see that most of the people have spent around 6,000 to 10,000 rupees on an average in total. This unfortunately, I'm not able to upload this over here. So if anyone is interested in seeing how it works, you can talk to me after the presentation. So yeah, I will talk about a few points which I observed in my interactive dashboard, which I could not upload over here. First of all, we saw that in city B, we saw that most of the people stayed in their cities for 1 year. But I observed that in city A and C, most of the people stayed for greater than 4 years. I also observed that there are more single women buying products than married men, married women, and vice versa. Also, there were more male students than female students. And even though city B had more number of jobs, city C people in city C spent the most, having less number of jobs, which I assumed meant that city C has the best purchasing power. So now I've used 4 algorithms: linear regression, decision trees, random forest, and gradient boosting. So if we get into the accuracies, linear regression gave me a horrible accuracy of around 15%. But the other 3 models gave me pretty similar accuracy of around 65%. I will get into why this happened later on. Actually, not later on, right after this. So my project, I would like to highlight a few points which you already saw in the previous slides. First of all, linear regression was not suited for such a huge data set of around 500,000 records. Linear regression is not something which you would want to use, which is why I included it in my accuracy chart. We also saw the decision trees, random forests, and gradient boosting all show the same accuracy. Even though random forests and gradient boosting are somewhat similar, they are based on the decision trees itself, but they do have the differences. Yet I was still getting the same accuracy. The reason for this is because in the 500,000 records I had, there was a lot of bias and a lot of variance. It is tough to predict a price of an item based on a similar item, because there may be many differences. And the reason I was getting only 65% was because I didn't have enough data about a few features, such as the occupation or product categories. I didn't know what the numbers meant, and that is one hindrance which I found out in my project. So yeah, some of the software tools I used was Pandas, NumPy, Seaborn, Matplotlib, Tableau, SQL, and all the common stuff. I would like to talk about my journey with Speckbit. I first joined Speckbit way back when I was into a 3rd semester. I guess Launchpad was still not even launched yet. I joined a one-day workshop with Speckbit on making with Python, after which I wanted to become a Python programmer. Later on, I found an interest in machine learning and data science as well. So then I found out that Speckbit has its own machine learning and foundations accelerator program, which got me hyped as crazy. So then later on, 10 weeks, around 10 weeks into the program, I could proudly call myself a machine learning engineer with the help of everybody at Speckbit, all my friends, VD, Ashwin, Vivek, everyone. But during the 16 weeks, there was one thing which I grew to love like crazy, and that was working with data, working with the raw data, deriving insights from the data, pre-processing and cleaning the data. So VD had once told us in the first few classes that we will get to know what we want, whether we want to do machine learning or not, almost at the end of the course. Well, I would like to say I would want to do part of machine learning. So my goal right now is to become a successful data or business analyst. So before I end my presentation, I realized that I'm the last machine learning student over here. So so on behalf of all of the students, not only in machine learning, but I'm pretty sure for all students as well, I would like to thank you thank VD, Ashwin, Vivek, and everyone at Speckbit for helping me get to this position in 16 weeks of presenting a machine learning project. And I'm pretty sure everyone shares the same sentiment. There's no need for any analysis over there. So what I would like to ask is that in the near future, if you guys do want to buy any items online during any sale, I'm the person you come to. Thank you.
Thank you, Rohan. It's been a pleasure teaching you guys. Really good work from all of you. Big round of applause for all the machine learning guys. You guys did a really good work. Right. Thank you so much. Next up, we have Puja from Full Stack Development. Hi, Puja.
Hi, Vidi. Yeah, hi. Just share my screen.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Puja here, a full stack developer. Yes, of course. Now I can call myself a full stack developer. And the journey through Speckbit was really qualitative. And before Speckbit, the issue what I had was I had lack of patience, basically. In the beginning, like when I used to coding, when I was into coding, if I got any error, oh God, this is not for me. Like that I was actually. And then actually I was introduced to Speckbit, and you just gave that cocoon environment to us in such a good way that made us to hear. And now I can call myself as a full stack developer, loving my laptop to the core, and I can sit at a place and code for long hours. And next comes my project, my Capstone 2 project, and it is named as ActDiamond. It is basically the idea, it is an enterprise resource planning project, what I have actually done. It is basically for my father. We have got an dyeing factory, and the main motto of the ActDiamond project is billing, I can say. And the word ActDiamond is account dyeing and management. And what is dyeing business? Dyeing business is something like we get an order from other company. The clothes what we wear on daily basis, everything will get dyed. That is, it gets colored. So that is done by our business. So this is all about the dyeing business. So the ERP solution of my project is graphical representation. That is how much earning the owner of the dyeing factory is doing. This is what it explains. And then invoicing, that is of course it is the billing, and the material database, that is how much material will come to our factory and how much we have delivered. It keeps all the data, it maintains all the database of these things. And then let me just demo the project. And I would like to correspondingly show the PPT and also the demo so that you people understand it. So this is exactly my project dashboard. When I sign in, I will be redirected to the dashboard page. So this is the graphical representation, that is according to the date wise, how much bill we have created. And then first, initially there is an order placing company, and they will refer our dyeing, they'll come to our dyeing factory. What we will actually do is, for the material what they give, each and every material have got different rates. So we are supposed to fix the rate for each and every material and give them in a list called quotation. So here in the companies, I can create a company. So for a dyeing factory, like many companies can actually come and approach for us for dyeing. So I can actually create a company over here. Else, yeah, here I can actually, the quotation, what I said, what we actually wanted to create is something here. Here there is an add material. So let me just, as of now, I'll just give some random material, and this is the sample quantity. Sample quantity means below this quantity, if they give us the material, then we fix the sample rate. And then if it is above that rate, then per meter or per pieces, we fix some rate. And yeah, when I create, it will come over here. And here is the print quotation. Here we get the quotation thing, and this is what is used for, this is what is used for giving to them about our ratings. And if that is all okay, then we are just, okay. After everything, then the company, that company will give us the material, and that is the order. Order in the sense, the box here, what is holding, it contains lots of materials and different types of materials, and it also contains a refer number. So here I can place the order. So when I give according, okay, here for order, I can like select it. What are all the materials I had given to them in the quotation? Those materials I can select over here and place some color, and I'll just give some random, and I'll add some 2 materials. Add. Okay. Now this is the refer number. So now let us imagine on the same day at evening, they place the order. At that time, what we are actually doing is we'll take the order with the different refer number. That is, refer number is exactly the slip what they give and how many materials it contains. And I'll just add some one material. Yeah. After this, these two, after 2 days, we'll deliver it back to them, a completely finished material. At that time, we'll deliver it, and we have the DC number. So when I claim it, claim DC, yeah, this is how it looks like. These are the 3 materials which were inside those refer number, and print DC, this we send with the delivery boy to that companies that we have delivered these many materials, and it refers to your 15 and 14 refer number. And then after that,
30 seconds, Puja.
Yeah. Yeah, and also after this, the thing is, after all these things, we are supposed to give the bill, right? At that time, here, one second. Yeah, here in the DC thing, here we can select it and claim the bill. And here there are 3 materials with their cost and then GST. When I give the print bill, the bill gets printed with all the GST thing, cost and amount.
Nice.
And then, and also there is a bookkeeping system, that is the ledger. Here is what that company, how many bills you have created. And this is all about my project. And this is the company's graphical representation about the earning. And yes, of course, I would like to thank Ashwin, Vivek, and VD for helping me to go through this project and believing in myself. Thank you.
Thank you, Puja. Pleasure that you're able to do. Really great project. I don't know if your dad has started to use this, but I'm sure.
Actually, I can present this thing for him now.
Nice. That's great. I would love for him to actually use this project in his company.
Yeah.
And I think there's no greater validation than your work actually being used in real life.
Yeah.
Like we can build all of these projects, amazing, but if somebody actually uses it, and that's really great validation. So I'm like, if you need any help from us to make this happen for your dad, let us know and we'll all help you out, make it happen. Right?
At the beginning, like I used to do it manually. He used to give me at the end of the month for writing bills. And now I can go do it yourself with the application. And that
really awesome. Awesome. That's what makers are for, right? Solving problems, making all the boring things really interesting. Really great to see. All the best, Puja. Keep going. Next up, we have Janita. Janita, are you with us? Hello.
Hi, can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Hi guys, I'm Janita. So I'm going to be presenting my project, that is the real estate management system. So before presenting my project, I want to talk about my life at Speckbit. So actually, before Speckbit, I had no clue about coding. I should be ashamed of myself to tell this. I'm a computer science student, and still I had like no clue about coding and stuff. But then I got to know about Launchpad through a friend, and then I joined Launchpad, and I could feel the change in me. I felt like I want to be a part of Speckbit even more. So I heard about this program FSDA, and I enrolled myself in it. So yeah, moving forward, let me talk about my project. So it's basically a real estate project. This project basically helps you buy any property in any kind of city you want to. And the one advantage of my project is that usually if you go outside and stuff, there'll be all brokers to navigate you to the properties and stuff, and mostly they'll charge you a lot, like mostly in lakhs or thousands. So my project is like totally free, and yeah, how it works is basically the buyer actually puts in all the information about the project, and then directly the customers can view it. And if they really like the property or something, they can go ahead and they can reserve the property. So I'm going to be showing you a small demo of my project. So yeah, this is my project. So I've included some cute thing here. So yeah, it will give you a coupon code and stuff. So I've included a search bar. So which says like if you want like a 3-bedroom apartment that is like for sale or something, just search and it'll show you this particular apartment. You can just go in there and you can like get to know more about the apartment. If you really like it, you can reserve this property just by like filling this form. And now yeah yeah, so if you write some random shit in this, something like that, and it'll show you that it's not there. So yeah, so it'll show you all the properties, and in the home page you can basically see how many properties are there in Las Vegas or New York or somewhere, and these are like the featured ads. And so yeah, that's about my project.
Nice work. Thank you, Janita. Good work.
Thank you.
At one point, I really did think you would be present because we had not really seen the progress, but really happy to see the progress and that you presented it. Keep the good work and continue to build awesome stuff. Thank you.
Thank you, Eddie.
And next up, we have the last presentation for the day from Pavan. Are you ready, Pavan?
Yeah.
Awesome. So I'm pumped to see your presentation. Please share your screen. In the meantime, have I missed anybody? Have we missed anybody's presentations? Because it's really hard keeping up with all the screens. I guess not, right? Like I think everybody's presented. Yes. Hi, Pavan. You can get started, please.
Yeah. Hi, guys. It's Pavan here. So basically, I actually went to the launchpad on January. It was not actually voluntary. My friend literally dragged me up along just because he wanted company. But then things actually changed. I started liking it. I wanted to learn Python, at some point of time, not now. But then I started learning it. I liked it. Then I wanted to pursue it. Then I had like other things and shit going on, so I couldn't. Then I got to know the Pro Python Accelerator is going on, so I enrolled, and I can actually confidently tell that now I'm better, way better than what I was before. So I just made a voice assistant who can actually help you during shopping. So I named it Just Ask. So yeah, we've all been to a normal hypermarket, right? Like near your house. Everyone's been there. So you go in, and it's a familiar place. You know what is where, which is where. You go in, you get it, and you get out. Correct. And then you obviously know metro. it's a huge place and with huge number of things. You go in, okay, you know what you want to buy, but then you don't know where exactly it is. And then you go ahead, see unnecessary things, end up buying a lot of other shit than what you actually wanted. So then here's when you the experience it yourself. I mean, so
Are you going to demo the thing?
yeah.
I think you can't see the command prompt. I think you just shared the PowerPoint. Can you just share the entire screen probably?
Yeah, 1 second. So is it visible?
Yes, yes.
So is it audible?
Barely, barely.
Okay. Pavan. So there's a table which I included. So I say milk. Okay, bear with me. Soaps. Okay.
I think the noise is.
Yeah, I guess. Milk.
Yeah. It's the end of it.
So it's in a loop, so it's gonna take in for how many hours, and then when you're done with it, you can basically say yes.
Nice.
So it's gonna display your cart, and then
it's gonna. That's nice. That's really interesting. So what did you use for actually like doing the voice recognition and
I installed voice recognition and then Google text to speech.
okay, so you use the API for that. Yeah. Okay, that's really good that you use the API and stuff, which we didn't really go through in the course. So that's some really good initiative. Nice work, man. Neat. Do others have any questions?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tejas.
Doesn't this basically require speech to text?
Yes, it also does require speech to text.
So I think text to speech is pre-installed in Python. That's pretty easy. But how did you implement speech to text?
That's what you use the Google API for.
Oh, okay. Nice. Great.
What do you say something if you say something which is not there in the shop, like something which you have not entered the data?
So it's gonna display it's not available. Please ask the products in the above table. So just for the sake of the thing I mentioned where the aisles were and then where the products are located, so that you get an idea of what she's pointing at.
Okay.
Will it still give the output if you say I would like some milk?
I didn't do it for that, but then I still have to.
I don't think it does any natural language processing. All it's just doing is voice recognition for commands. So it's looking for commands, I suppose, rather than entire sentence processing.
Entire sentences.
Okay.
But
there comes ML.
Yeah, there comes ML. That's what I'm saying.
Can you share your this thing GitHub? This.
Yeah, sure.
Have you uploaded the project on GitHub?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, can you share the
Please
link?
share in the chat box.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. So that brings us to the end of an amazing series of presentations from all 3 tracks. Can you guys all come on the video call, please? Like, it'd be great. So I hope you guys, all the people who are watching on the stream, I hope you guys did not get bored watching through this. It was pretty exciting for us to all present. And yeah, this is really interesting for me. So because we have never done this live stream of the Capstone presentation, so you're the first batch. We're gonna do this. We can also share the link of the stream to other people later after this call for everybody to see. Big round of applause for you guys for doing like a really good job, right? And I suppose all of you are proud of yourselves. You should be. And if Corona was not there, you wouldn't have missed the pizza. So it's a tradition at Speckbit that we celebrate all graduation days with a pizza party. But that's due, guys. That's on me. So we're gonna try to like get together as soon as we're allowed to, right? And we're gonna celebrate like a post graduation day sometime in the weeks to come. Let's hope that this Corona thing sorts out very quickly, and we can all get together and have a nice time together. And all the best, right? So I suppose like you'd all agree with me that now all of your time ahead looks really bright. You guys can do amazing things. And I know I always say this to every student is that we always believe this strongly at Speckbit, that you're all more capable more than what you believe you are capable of, right? And it's basically that there's huge amount of potential hiding inside you. And it sometimes takes a really dramatic event or something that's persistent to bring that out of you, right? And Speckbit's programs are designed in a way such that somehow that slowly and steadily all of those characteristics slowly come out of you, and then you recognize that you got really potential to do things that you believe you couldn't, right? For example, all the people in ML thought like they couldn't do this, right? But they all did. People in full stack thought that they can't build stuff. I remember people breaking their head about not understanding request response cycle in Django and like, how does this thing work? Now you all get it. And even in Pro Python, people did not get basic dictionaries, lists, loops, for loops, and everything. But now you're all building amazing stuff. See, and I think the general thing to recognize here, if you're taking away something, is that it all looks scary when you're getting started. Only when you're getting started. But then once you have it, it looks really, really simple. You're like, why did I get scared for this, right? And the best example of that is not probably, let's say, what you did at Speckbit. It's basically your entire schooling life, right? I remember still in 8th standard when they introduced sets and exponents. I lost my head. I'm like, oh my God, this is like a really big deal. I don't understand this intersection uni and all of this. And then a power x and all of this stuff. But now it seems really silly because we know all of it, right? Like we understand all of it. So it's really important that we recognize this fact that it's going to look hard when you're looking forward, but then it's going to look easy when we're looking backward. So there's no reason that we should stop, right? And which means what? Which means that you guys have amazing things to learn in the future based on where you want to go. It might look scary at this point of time. I only know this much, right? Another thing that also Speckbit does is that it exposes you to a huge amount of information that is available out there. And you feel like, okay, I thought I didn't know anything and I still don't know anything because there's so much to go, right? Because there's so much to learn, so many new things to build upon. And I think that's how life is. Like as you grow up, you realize that you know a really small part of a huge universe of things that are existing to learn. But at the end of the day, you can all invest your time in things that you're really curious about, love doing, and that itself will make a career out of it, a life out of it, and build an entire life around things you love, right? Congratulations again, all of you. Thank you all for joining in to the call and doing these presentations. I'm sure that you'll be proud enough. I'll give you guys the YouTube link. Please share it with your friends again and let them watch what you guys have done. And probably you can just mark the pin where exactly your presentation starts so they don't have to watch the entire 3-hour thing and basically be like, hey, this is my presentation, watch it. And maybe they'll look at you differently, which has happened already. We've got some amazing supporters in the YouTube comments for Vibha. Yeah, so it's going good. So call out your friends, let them support you. It's a great thing. It's really fun to see people supporting you guys. And I'd like to take a nice picture if you can all come online. I think Apurva, Sukesh, Anushri all need to come on the call so we can take a nice picture.
VD, there's no power here, so even if I come on call, it's useless. Like it's totally dark.
Okay, so I'm gonna hope that you're gonna send me like a picture. We're gonna Photoshop it right where you are.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. So now, okay, now you have to pose based on the 4 months of journey that you guys have had, right? It has to come out in the picture, because if it doesn't look on Instagram, then it's really sad, because you guys have worked for 4 months, 2 months, depending on what track you're in. Like dikhna chahiye, hai na? It should be visible to everybody how much fun you guys have had, how much stress you've gone through, and everything. So I'm going to give you guys 3, 2, 1. We're going to take multiple pictures. So please give us victory. Whatever, right? Give us a nice cheer. They should be able to see through the Instagram screen. Ready? Ready? All you guys ready? Right? Awesome. So we're going to go 3, 2, 1. Say cheese. Awesome. Awesome. One more. This was really nice. Okay, now we're going to do something else. What are we going to do? Somebody plan something.
We had thought of raising a toast, right?
We can raise a toast. Did you guys all get the glass?
No.
Okay, I have a water bottle.
Give us 2 seconds. We'll just quickly get a water bottle.
Yes.
Bottle.
Take a minute, get water bottle. We're going to create a data set for bottle recognition.
Can I use this hit?
That's a good project.
Yeah, that's a good data ML project. All the different data.
Rohan is showing hit.
That's noise basically in the data set.
Okay, but I think we might actually have to show like Lifebuoy or something like that. Okay, ready to go, guys? Yeah, all you guys ready? किसके पास bottle नहीं है? निकालो, call से निकालो इनको. Okay, we're waiting for some people to get bottles. Yeah, Safia's got it. Payaswini has gone to get a bottle. She's searching it, I hope.
Yeah, I got it.
Awesome. Pavan, are you here?
The next project is going to be how many of us use a Tupperware bottle or a metal bottle.
Yeah. Kirtana, we can't see the bottle. Where's the bottle? Okay, good one. Yes.
Nice.
Speckbit has got us like we can generate our project ideas also at that right moment.
Yes. So 3, 2, 1, go bottle. Okay, awesome. Nice. Thank you so much, guys. It's been lovely working with you guys. It's been a pleasure teaching you all. If we've been short of any support at some point of time, apologies from my end that we will not been able to help you at that right moment. But I hope we've done the right thing, and you've been all come out with flying colors. Congratulations once again. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
We will share the.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We will share the screenshot.
Thank you so much.
Share it on social media.
Yes, we will. And bye to people on the stream. Say bye to the people on the stream.
Bye. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching. And see you guys on the other end. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.